story broke last night, and it's relevant in the context of where really does seem to be tomorrow night. We're going to get a new announcement of a coalition of the willing who are going to start a bombing campaign, a far more involved and protracted one than we're involved in now. Huffington Post reports apparently that a spokesman for the family of the American journalist Steven Sotloff, who was murdered by Islamic State militants last week in a video, or I should say, was murdered, and his murder was captured on a video, beheaded, in a video that was posted last week. The spokesman said, for the first time, we can say Stephen was sold at the border. Stephen's name was on a list that he had been responsible for the bombing of a hospital. This was false. Activists spread his name around. We believe these so-called moderate rebels that people want our administration to support. One of them sold him probably for something between $25,000 and $50,000 to ISIS. That was the reason he was captured. Apparently, they have sources on the ground for providing that information, including the details of the capture. Somebody at the border crossing made a phone call to ISIS, and they set up a fake checkpoint with many people, and Stephen and his people that he went in with could not escape. Apparently, relations between the family and the Obama administration is strained. The family's upset about inaccurate statements put out by the U.S. government. We know that the intelligence community and the White House are enmeshed in a larger game of bureaucratic infighting. And Jim, speaking of James Foley, who was also killed by ISIS, and Steve are pawns in this game, and that's not fair. If there continues to be leaks, the Sotloff family will have to speak out to set the record straight.